I can't dream past you. Breathe and all the other stuff people feel after a breakup. I felt it all, believed it all. Even though I had a plan, rock bottom is where I descended. I didn't know it at the time, but I was in the wrong gear, in the one that ended in nothing, needed nothing, wanted nothing, became nothing, etc., etc. I was crushing my existence slowly. I can't dream past you, even though I try. And you know that road to recovery is a messed up one. I mean, unpaved one. I mean, you got to walk it alone because for some reason my support system kept getting hacked. The speeches I heard sounded foreign, even though I understood the language. I can't dream past you because I didn't give you a limit, a ceiling to cling to. You are forever free. So how am I supposed to dream past that? Your possibilities are endless, or at least that's what I dreamt up. And now I'm supposed to let you go like you're not from my DNA? I cannot do that. Don't want to do that. Pick my head up again, try to move forward again, live, allow love in, just effing exist again. Funny thing about life is it will kickstart you again. When you least expect it, one day you find yourself smiling again, grabbing the pen like it's an instrument again, expressing myself, creating beauty from nothing again. I can't dream past you, but now I dream again.
Welcome to the Smokin' Rhyme Show.
What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do? What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do? Let's talk about it, the problems we face. Let's fight hatred, no time to waste. The mind is naked, we can see it without an x-ray. Life is easy if we work together. We're the keepers, we're the people, we're all equal, filled with purpose. The past has pain, it'll drive you, even make you take aim. But together is where we should aim. Together is where we should. What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do?
Welcome back to another edition of the Smoking Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E,
We're on the mic every week with poetry.
music and that cannabis talk.
What's going on, man?
Well, you know, there's a lot going on.
How's your week been? Let's start there since there's been a lot going on.
Yeah, how has my week gone? Nothing but work, really. You know, this weather zigzagging all over the place has obviously been a issue, but you know,
Holding it down.
I have nothing exciting to to report. That's a shame, isn't it?
You know, a little bit. It's been about it's a week, man, and so you sounds like you just been working.
Well, you know, sometimes you appreciate the incident-free weeks.
Do you?
Nothing to report. You know
Nothing
what I'm
to
saying?
report.
Yeah.
Captain, everything is quiet on the deck.
Oh yeah, so you know, I'll accept that.
All right, that happened. It's only what, third week in January.
Yeah, you know, I mean, well, you know, besides my cold weather hot tubbing,
Okay, what does that mean?
I was in the hot tub out in the cold last night.
Ah.
Spent a couple hours in that joint.
Okay. Were you sipping while you're out in the cold? I mean, I guess, do you drink hot chocolate in the hot tub in the cold? I don't know how that. I haven't been in the cold in the hot tub.
If you call yak hot chocolate, yeah, sure. Once you in there, everything's warm.
Okay. So once you got the yak in your system and you got the hot water on your body, I assume you were burning something too, or no?
Of course.
All right, nice. All right.
Burned the last of my last.
I won't ask if you had company or not. I'll leave it there. So, you know, a couple of hours out there, huh?
Yes, definitely. I mean, the body feels good. Normally, I at night, you know, the heat's not on blaze, so it's normally kind of cool when I'm sleeping. So I was warm.
Gotcha.
I was like, I mean, I don't know. Was it the walk from the tub to the house, just standing in the cold? I don't know. But it seemed like it changed my physiology.
All right, in a good way.
Well, at least my tolerance for cold.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, with the motorcycle, I try to do that. I try to not wear cold, you know, try to stay too warm, bundle up, because just get my body acclimated to the cold weather. So when I ride the bike, I'm more comfortable than if I don't do that. I mean, I still have heated gear, so.
Well, they say it's beneficial to the last 2 to 5 minutes of your shower, you turn it to cold water.
What?
Yeah.
No. I'm not doing that. In the wintertime?
That's what I was saying. I was like, y'all don't live up north. Whoever made this study must be somebody from Florida, because it's a different story when it's 90 degrees outside. But when the water's coming out the tap, well, you know what? Maybe they do mean that cold water, because they suggest ice baths all the time.
Right. Yeah, I see some folks do that. I see some folks on IG. They make a hole on a pond or in their backyard or whatever, and they jump in. You know, you see athletes do that as well to recover and stuff like that. So there's something in it, but I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Well, they're saying that it jump starts or restarts your immune system.
Okay. All right.
So once you freeze it out, I'm at a couple of jobs I felt like I froze it out.
Got you. Yeah, there was some guru guy on I saw online, and he does this like every day for a certain amount of time, and apparently he never gets sick. His heart rate's always good. They've done tests on him, like his tolerance for pain is, you know, off the charts and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're saying it's very beneficial. So, you know, I'm doing. I got a couple experiments planned. I'm gonna try a 4-day fast, water only.
Okay.
And then a 2-day sugar fast. I mean, a 2-week sugar fast.
All right.
So we're gonna see how that works.
All right. I'm gonna jot that down so we can rap about it. It's the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
Let's get this thing going.
Yeah.
And now it's all about the smoking session. Light up a chalice, yeah, my brother. Cause you don't know it go, you know. Burn it on the corner. Hey, Big E, roll something now, man. Sure, you know, see Rexy 45 of the grinder. Loaded. Smoking rhymes. Hey, Greg Royal, representing now. Well, you take a sip, take another sip out of the chalice. Oh no, you take a sip and make we burn it in a Buckingham Palace. Over the airwaves, waves. Take a sip, take another sip out of the chalice. Pass it on the right, take a sip and make we burn it in a Buckingham. Pass it on the left hand side, yeah. How dare you try to sell this farce to my generation, when it was I you discovered the herbs, yeah. By the grave of Solomon, purified by good people with good intentions, to take your mind to a higher dimension. Hey you Mr. Evil Man, Rexy, see you with your evil plan, yeah. Oh, you fi tell me can't plant 1,000 trees and you have it locked up on your plantation. You have it locked up in a jar, and I keep me youths behind bar. Smoking rhymes now support your legalization. Until every single youth will lock up in a jail for your spliff walk out of your station. You take a sip and take another sip out of the chalice. Smoking rhymes, yeah. Take a sip, burn it, blaze it, yo, yo. Smoking rhymes, yeah. Take it, oh no, ooh yeah. Burn it, boy, yeah. Burn it, boy, yeah. Rochester, anywhere you're there, y'all. Hey, one sip, open your eyes and make you see the universe as it is. One sip, make you see the positive. One sip, make them trod Rastafari where yo. Well, hear me out. Smoking rhymes and no hide and smoke it. Hey, when we talk and no joke and ya joke. But still them want to hunt me down and find me. Feed the little way me have in my house. Take another sip, oh yes. Oh yeah. Take another sip, oh well. Boston, well no yeah. Take another sip, oh well. Arlington, oh no. Take another sip, oh Milton. Cambridge, oh no, Somerville. Take another sip, Rhode Island. New Hampshire, Maine. Oh yeah. Take another sip, oh New York. Connecticut, you know lame, yo. Take another sip, oh.
PDK music.
Tell me why them a gone so. Why them a gone so? Who no tell me why them a gone so? Why them a gone so? Tell me why them a gone so? Why them a gone so? So rocky, so hard. Them a go put too much pressure on me sister and me brother. Them a go make it so hard to survive. Divide and you don't know and see we coming together. You a fight against we self-esteem. Which your bag a easy man schism. You a fight against we blackness. Fire burn the evil you a practice. Happy move. Shackles and chains on we brain. Happy move. Them happy move. Babylon no care what I and I been through, yeah. Happy move, chains happy move. Washing up the brain, yes it happy move. Happy move. Now the word you systemizing, use them future jeopardizing. Poor people victimizing, with virus you synthesizing. Now the youth are fantasizing, lies you advertising. Population minimizing, capitalism maximizing. Them no wanna see we rising, organizing, centralizing. System so conniving, open your eyes and analyzing. Don't get caught by surprising. Long time them treasurizing, cigarettes them legalizing, marijuana criticizing. Aye, happy move. Shackles and chains on the brain, happy move. Them happy move. Babylon no care what I and I been through, yeah. Happy move, chains happy move. Washing up the brain, yes it happy move. Happy move, yeah. So rocky, so hard. Them a go put too much pressure on me sister and me brother. Them a go make it so hard to survive. Divide and you don't know and see we coming together. You a fight against we self-esteem. Which your bag a easy man schism. You a fight against we blackness. Fire burn the evil you a practice. Happy move. Shackles and chains on your brain. Happy move. Them happy move. Babylon no care what I and I been through, yeah. Happy move. Chains happy move. Washing up the brain. Yes it.
Hey yo, Boston, what up? It's the culture curator, John Beatty. Make sure you keep that radio station locked on 87.7. It's Smoking Rhymes with Rex 45 and Big E. Let's go.
These are good people.
Keep reggae. A judgment time again. A reality time again. The new world order. Them Illuminati deserve to destroy the children. A judgment time again. A reality time again. The new world order. Them Illuminati deserve to destroy the children. them figure launch and attack party. People them a burn them constantly. Me say a plot, them a plot. Say every day Babylon them a set them trap far away. Me say fi watch out for them. Artists and corona flash I know for them. Hope you know where's no get blind out to them. No fi read so you can know this I know to them. Babylon with them brainwash education. Microchips and satellite fi watch your location. Babylon cause the situation. Make so much people a dead. A judgment time again. A reality time again. The new world order. Them Illuminati decide to destroy the children. A judgment time again. A reality time again. The new world order. Them Illuminati decide to enslave the children. It gets sticky in a Gideon. Get a youth get lost because illusion, confusion, manipulation. People misjudge the situation. Yeah, Babylon have them plan to misuse them. Then them twist and then turn and confuse them. Tell them only lies, then refuse them. Babylon I use them like tool them. Me tell you say, you have to protect your children them because dirty Babylon no abide by their own laws. Put gun in at them and then kill them off and see them die for a cause. A judgment time again, a reality time again. The new world order, them Illuminati deserve to destroy the children. A judgment time again, a reality time again. The new world order, them Illuminati deserve to enslave the children. Watch how they move, you know see how they walk. Don't get caught up in a them demonic talk. You know see them with them skull and bones and fix cross them heart. You know see them with them ears and they bring a show off. But a cha-cha him a go have the last laugh. When the demon skull bust like a drum out a wharf. No come with your house, your car or your cash. In a judgment time you not go need that. Babylon your anytime go sticky ho ho ho. Righteousness about no iniquity so people better watch what kind of road you choose. In a go pretty in a Babylon. A judgment time again.
Salut tout le monde, vous êtes branchés sur Smoking Rhymes avec Rexy 45 et Biggie. Et cette prochaine chanson est une première mondiale. Je suis sûr que vous allez vous régaler.
I thought winter was a safe season. I thought that snowflakes froze heaters. My last walk to school may very well be my next. These alphabet boys, they shoot boys trying to learn their alphabets. That's the Chirac militia. No be in opposition, just play your position, stay focused on your mission. These shooters didn't pass math. They never learned trajectory. Aiming for Ray Boots. You done shot Day-Day. And DeMario. And Hadia. And India. Who's next? Who's next? Answer me. Do I bang with these niggas, switch lanes with these niggas, or hang with these niggas like popple trees? The only thing stopping me from being strange fruit. Strange fruit. Black boys are strange fruit. They just want you to hang too. Your wolf graze your iPhone, to these killers you're edible. Your black skin, your book bag, the police find you delectable. Heartbeat, your strong post, they can't wait, take breath from you. Gucci Man, Mariah Carey, streets are so obsessed with you. I know what it's like, that fear for your life. You may get caught lacking. You on the right path, you could get caught in traffic. I know killers out for my life. I know police out for my life. I cannot be left at the light. Look to my left and my right like crossing the street. And last night I had a dream. It was me and another teen. In an alleyway, as clear as day, I saw him point that gun. I gave my phone up as he asked. I thought that I was safe at last. Still, he pulled out the gat. I saw a flash. I tried to dash and scream. Ouch.
You're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry,
Music and that cannabis talk.
jumping all over you there, Big E.
That's all right, man. Double Dutch. Get in when you get in. right, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like Joe Biden right now, coughing it up because that man is in trouble.
Joe Byron. Why is he in trouble?
He got classified documents all over the place.
Yeah. He's lost. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to leave it there. He just don't remember where he put it. That's all.
It sounds about right. He is cooperating though.
Yeah, no. The Republicans are up in arms and like, why you didn't do this? They only did that to Trump because he refused to cooperate.
Yeah.
So they're asking, why are you not doing it to Biden? Well, because he's cooperating fully. 100%. Go ahead and knock yourself out.
They always give you half the story, Big E.
And if they ask him, like, do you have documents, sir? He's going to be like, you know what? Tell you the truth, I don't even know.
I don't know. Talk to my wife.
I couldn't remember what. And then they want the logs to the visitor logs to his house. Can I check the visitor log to your house, bro?
Right. It's crazy the amount of people that request things from other people. Like, who the hell are you? You hold a position that you got voted in on. Who the hell are you? Really?
But the whole point is that we already know it's only tit for tat. It's only because you did this, we gonna do that.
Right.
I'm like, come on, man.
And they don't look at the magnitude of what one did versus the other, or the reluctance to comply and to do right by the public eye and just to do right.
Dude, and not only that, we're dealing with this debt ceiling, which has been raised 70-something times, 79 times, I believe. 49 times by the Republicans and the rest by the Democrats.
Raise more than...
And now they're making it a big deal. Oh, the ceiling. Well, stop sending all that Ukraine money over there. We wouldn't be at the ceiling.
No kidding. And Donald Trump spent a lot of money when he was in office.
Well, I mean, it was pandemic time. We was all pimped in the house. So I expected, them to spend that amount of money. But at this point, we still just giving more money away than we using here on our own soil.
You never hear them say, "Let's cut our own paychecks." Right. I'm gonna cut my paycheck in half, and then I'm gonna cut Social Security by a quarter. How is that? They never do that. They always talk about what they're gonna take away from us.
Shoot, don't cut Social Security neither. You retired. You did your time.
Yeah,
it's parole.
For real, you're on that long green mile. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you might have 15, 20 good years, and you already, you done gave enough money on taxes, and these morons done spent your money sideways, and you paid into Social Security, so you're getting that money back, and they're telling you that they're gonna cut the money that you paid into,
and they just increased it.
Yeah.
So on average, everybody's getting like $160 to $180 extra, which might not seem much to most people, but if you're sitting at the door waiting on them checks,
right?
You got some medication you need to purchase.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? I mean,
whatever that medication may be.
Hopefully, it's natural medication, but if it's not, these people need it to stay functioning, and these politicians, you got the one in New York that, lied to get into office and refused.
I told you, he's a true politician.
Refused to quit.
Leave him in there. He's a true politician. He just showed his colors before. He just didn't do it behind closed doors. He just right in your face. Yeah, I'm lying. Don't worry about it. Check my references.
My reference is good.
Right.
But
see, that's what I'm saying. How could you be running for a political position and then not vet you 100%? I got a state job, and they checked everything. They couldn't find one of my jobs, so they asked me if I could send them a picture of my previous W-2. I was like, what?
What?
I had to go back 4 or 5 years and find the W-2 and send them a picture. I was like, really? Worried about what school I graduated? Man, I'm 50. What you mean? How many years ago that was? But they went through all of that.
Right.
I couldn't pass that background check for that. So you trying to tell me they didn't at least run that?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy that he got that far.
people, I mean, we got to do our research. It's easy for people to come out and jump on their political soapbox and spin the story. And, they promise us all the things that we want to hear. And it's like a first date. You hear everything, all the good stuff, but you hear none of the bad. And sometimes you got to look at these people and be like, what do they really look like naked? Because they got all that on, but what do they really look like? You know what I'm saying? So you got all these politicians dressing themselves up and painting this beautiful picture. But, we have lived long enough to see that, some of these people are they're just trying to live off of our hard work.
Some of them are walking around with a BBL. You know that ain't real.
Ain't real at all. And that's the unfortunate side of things. You know what I'm saying? So, we just got to keep trying to find these people who get into office that shouldn't be there and get them out. Because again, if they're not for us, and doing right by you 100%, 95%, right? Because we're not going to get everything we want. But if these people are not doing right by us and they're going in there and grandstanding and holding up and holding up the flow of business and how, the branches should be ran.
But you know what? He's going to get an award. Because that's the most political thing that he could have ever did, yo.
Yeah.
I just falsified everything. And they found out his mother wasn't even here during 9/11. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff. But they're asking him to step down, but he has the seat. I mean, I've never been in a job where they ask me to leave. Either fire me.
Oh, you do.
You know what I'm saying? Either fire me or leave me alone. It's one or the other. There's no, could you step down? No. You still paying me, right?
No.
Why would I step down? And I still get the vote? And my vote still counts?
I'm
not going nowhere.
And the money is good?
Yeah.
I ain't listening to y'all.
I'm not going nowhere until they come and put the summons on my desk for court. And there's some charges. I wouldn't leave either.
Yeah, I feel you.
So they can look at him all type of ways they want. He's still a congressman, right?
He's still a
Or a
congressman.
senator, whatever.
He's a congressman.
Yeah, he's still a congressman. So.
Yeah, out of New York. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
Getting some music, man.
Yeah.
Hey, my baby, why you looking so down? Seems like you need loving. Baby, you need a girl like me. Hey, my baby, tell me why you cry. Here, take my hand and wipe those tears from your eyes. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Comfort you. Let you know. Just wanna let you know I care for you. Can I talk to you? I wanna talk. Comfort you. Gotta let you know, baby. Let you know. I wanna let you know I care for you. Hey, sexy baby, why'd your girl leave you in pain to let a fine man like you go? She must be insane. Hey, sexy baby, there's no need to worry, no. Oh boy, if you call on me, I'll come in a hurry. Can I talk to you?
Most infinite the ghost. Get your lighters. You're listening to Smokin' Rhymes with Rex 45 and Big E.
I thought you said you loved me, but now you're leaving me for someone new. Did you use juju for my martyr, girl? You said you never leave me, but now you're leaving me for someone else. Don't you call my phone, say you miss me, girl? Now you are on it, I no go gree girl. If anybody come my front, baby I feel mad for you like Bagam. Yeah, she now you. If anybody come, we go fire kung fu. Yeah. Cause I know fit to play you. I see the sun, I see the moon. I feel like my heart's been ripped and then broken. I see the sun up in the sky. I feel like I have been lost in the ocean. I thought you said you loved me, but now you're leaving me for someone new. Did you use juju for my martyr, girl? You said you never leave me, but now you're leaving me for someone else. Don't you call my phone, say you miss me, girl? Oh, piano, Jew girl. Baby, she now you are on it. I no go gree girl. If anybody come my front. Baby, tell me what you do to this boy, yeah. You like a spider, you've got your webs on me. I know if you sleep, I know if you think of nobody else. You like a virus, corrupting my memories. Ooh, yeah. Baby, see your body got me addicted, yeah. Baby, sure you know say you my princess, yeah. Baby, if not you, girl, I no go do.
Came back from the dead Lazarus, feeling fabulous, inhibitions hazardous, steady passing this, higher than Atlantis, barking like a Labrador, dog paddling it, rap scallion, raking in a million, trying to paint a picture with these poems, you can feel it in the air, yes I'm vigilant, greater than these others, yes no one is equivalent, still peddling, running with sharp scissors, indulging in our pleasures, I'm swimming with sharks, listen, what's done in the dark is our business, I'm in the star, Chris in a minute till I've risen like yeast in the bread, I'm an Israelite, at least the what is said is kinda impolite, feast on the game like some pork and rice, everybody cracks, you just gotta name a price now, wasted, too gone, everybody there till they move on, laying there on the futon, got a snapback in my groove on, I'm wasted, too deep, shout out to the people think they know me, still kicking this like Bruce Lee, it's the kind of that you see up in the movies, body still, mind always turning, got it by this in this that I'm burning, never hit and miss, this bliss is for certain, Herculean effort, man, this life can be a burden, haven't heard of them until after I murdered them, talking word of mouth, and I got a burning tongue, like fireball, caught up in the firewall, shots are fired off, but I never been a fighter, dog, sipping cider in the Civic, going 70, it's my melodies could be considered heavenly, not a petty thief, let it set from Medellin, promethazine, feel the steam from a steady stream, I'm Christian, ironic, so listen, my phonics, my vision, thank God this my mission, This is an honest decision to honor the listeners. All on my diction, I'm wasted, too gone. Everybody there till they move on. Laying there on the futon. Got a snapback in my groove on. I'm wasted, too deep. Shout out to the people that knew me. Still kicking it like Bruce Lee. It's the kind of shit that you see up in the movie.
Hot 87 gave me a reason to smoke rhymes. Come dope like I snort lines. Listen on the West Coast at 8. Then you straight Midwest, the show starts at 9. 10 in Eastern time for ill hip-hop and spoken word on beats. Hot 87 FM, the hottest spoken word on the streets. How I know I watched it, got my music played last week. Didn't know that it really occurred that deep. Weed podcast with Rex 45 Big E. Got me stretching lime inside brown whiteout sheets. Got me dirty kicking rhymes like soccer cleats. I trained for this, plus I got the proper sleep. For every Monday to tune in the boss's airway. Whack MCs, a boxing karate chop your airways. I'm lethal, and there's poison in my pen. Wanna hear more of me? Then change the frequency on your radio and tune in. Cause to miss a show like this is a goddamn sin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. Roll, light, smoke, hands. Roll, light, smoke, hands. Roll, light, smoke, hands. Roll, light, smoke. Break the spinach down to my rollie and I'm scrolling it up. We put the whole 7 in it, you ain't holding it up. Hitting 12 in the lane while we sparking it up. Rexy 45 and Big E, that's who the city show up. But the city been waiting, we been cooking and baking. Planning, putting that cake in, plotting, moving and shaking. LeBron, Steph Curry with the rock, shake the pot. There's some big boss cannabis talk, cultural elevation.
Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. It's 420 in this world somewhere. Outside, say rolling it up. Up north, stay rolling it up. What's up? Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. If you feeling me, put one in me. West side, stay rolling it up. East coast, stay rolling it up. What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Roll one, smoke one, but I ain't gonna tell you what to do. You already know. So we got some interesting things going on here today in the Pod Cafe.
Do tell.
There's a study that shows that this is funny to me because we just were talking about Social Security and retirement.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a study that shows there's a rise in weed-related emergency room visits among older adults.
Uh-oh.
We're talking 65 plus. We're not including me when I was 40.
It's not your grandpa's weed, Grandpa.
Well, see, that's my whole thing. That's definitely my whole, because this study, according to them, is saying, oh, well, it's older people are having health problems and this and that. No, it's not. The problem is that you got to stay in your lane. You truly have to stay in your lane. The weed that you smoked back in the 70s is not the same.
Not even close.
And as an older person, you might get your hands on some good stuff just every once in a while, and you might overdo it.
You might be like this.
It is possible. It is possible.
Might be slumped.
Speaking from past experience.
Devo's chicken coop.
Anything that says alpha in front of it, respect it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Because, yes, alpha means top of the chart. So,
right.
Yeah, just ease back. So they're saying that the increase of people going to the hospital has gone up 1,800%.
What? That's a lot of visits. Y'all should listen to Smokin Rhymes. I think we even got some fun facts about this. Ways to kind of come down a little bit from the high.
Hey, I tell everybody to do it the same way. The same way you sip your liquor.
Lock yourself up, change yourself.
No, puff it and put it down. See what it does first. Then take a little more, put it back down. Don't just smoke the whole thing like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, shoot.
They do like what you do when you go to the gym. You just stack and rack.
Two different things. But I like the mentality. I do like that. But I mean, in 2005, there was about 366 people that went to the emergency room for cannabis-related issues, of course. Most of which that were solved with just oxygen.
Ah, good old oxygen.
Yes. It's hilarious.
Huh.
And then it said it jumped to 12,100 in 2019.
Now, what did they talk about? What symptoms people were reporting when they came in, or?
Well, you know, there's a multitude of symptoms. If you already have respiratory issues, then stop blaming it on the cannabis.
Right. So
you have respiratory issues.
Right.
Do something else.
If when you were young, if you thought you were iron lung, and now you're 50 plus, and you're getting back into the game,
you at 30 capacity on one lung.
Yeah.
You still trying to smoke.
You know, like if you're playing sports and you took some time off, it's probably good to get with a trainer or get with someone to get you back into the game easy. You can't just sign up for the league.
This is true, and it's also a lot of people. You go to your healthcare provider. You're already over 65,
right?
And he asks you a question that says, "Do you smoke?" And you say no because you only smoke cannabis and not cigarettes. You better tell that man.
Tell that man you smoke.
Hey, look here, man. He might want to step outside with you and have a conversation. but I'm just saying, bring that up. Your health is important at that advanced age because the majority of people who retire at 65 and then die at 73, damn, bro, you didn't even get a 10-piece with some fries after that. What? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we all try to be healthy, but
right.
We all got that thing.
Yeah. So, if you're hearing this and you haven't smoked in a while and you're thinking about smoking, start out easy, start out light. Don't go for the best. Don't go for the highest THC. Go for the low THC and kind of feel out where your body's at before you go end up in Debo's chicken coop or the emergency room.
But no, I understand it. I understand it because sometimes
I know you understand it.
No, sometimes you want to say, for instance, you smoke this all the time, but it's a special occasion, so you get some high power,
right?
And next thing you know, you like, damn. Because as recently, it's happened to me. I was in Florida. I had different levels. I had the turn up.
Meat Mills.
I had the turn up, and then I had the easy rider.
Right.
So I was bent, and I thought I pulled out the easy smoke, and I pulled out the ooh-wee. Man, look. After I smoked that, I put it down and walked away. Left all them people sitting there like, yeah, I'll be back. I thought I went to the bathroom, but apparently I just went and threw up in the trash barrel. But you know what I'm saying? Just know where you at, man. I'm saying, and when you drink liquor, you see the label, you see what proof it is. Don't let nobody pass you a drink. Take your time, people.
If you ain't ready for the yak,
if you don't want to end up in the ER, where some young nurse is gonna laugh at you like, "Yo, you high? Man, breathe this oxygen." I'm gonna go get your release papers ready. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And don't argue with him. Man, nah, man, I'm dying. Nah, bro, just relax.
I had one incident. I was driving to New York, and I was on I think 91 or somewhere or whatever, and yeah, I smoked a little bit too much.
Sometimes it hits you. You start to panic just because you're paranoid.
Yep.
That don't mean you dying.
And you see the signs, you see the hospital sign. I'm like, just keep going, man. Just keep going. You're fine. You're fine. You're just high.
I'll wait till I pass out once first. If the head nods once, I'm pulling over.
You gotta use your common sense, right? Because if you're somebody who is not in good condition, take your ass to the hospital. But if you're a healthy being and you gotta do the checkbox, like, okay, I have nothing wrong with me. I'm not allergic to anything in these things. You have to, I didn't do anything that I should be in pain.
Yeah, you remember when I was like I can't stop shivering. It was like, roll the window up. It's cold outside. I was like, oh, that makes sense. so
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just you're just not thinking right at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. You're not when you're high and that paranoia kick in. You definitely got to talk yourself off the ledge. You know, and I think that's happened to everybody. I even heard Snoop talk about smoking with Willie Nelson in Amsterdam, and you know, Snoop was trying to smoke with him and couldn't. He had to not distract him, but he was just like, "You want to get some food?" Because he's like, "I can't continue."
Willie been smoking pocket lint since the '60s, so shoot. We talking iron lung.
We're talking serious iron lung. So the moral of all this is stay in your lane.
Know what you're going to deal with first.
No doubt. It's the Smoking Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
Oh, yeah. Back at it again. Slim. J. Tronio. Pump pass. Y'all got a nerve out there. Blaming Mary Jane for all your downfalls, your pitfalls, and whatnot. You ought to know better. Because if you knew better, you do better. We stay with it out here, baby.
You took someone home after the club, gave it up, and in the AM they made you feel like a slut. Don't blame the weed. You knew it was wrong, just admit it. This ain't the first time you did it. Don't blame weed for your indiscretions, imperfections, things in life that you're not getting. You blame weed for all your mishaps. I bet you're gonna blame weed for your bad breath. Go.
Oh, yeah. Back at it again. Slim. J. Tronio. Pump pass. Y'all got a nerve out there. Blaming Mary Jane for all your downfalls, your pitfalls, and whatnot. You ought to know better. Because if you knew better, you do better. We stay with it out here, baby.
You took someone home after the club, gave it up, and in the AM they made you feel like a slut. Don't blame the weed. You knew it was wrong, just admit it. This ain't the first time you did it. Don't blame weed for your indiscretions, imperfections, things in life that you're not getting. You blame weed for all your mishaps. I bet you're gonna blame weed for your bad breath. Go handle that. You said you were high, drinking and driving. Police report said no weed in your system. Why you lying? You blame weed for your lack of education. If you went drinking and chasing tail, you might not have failed. Keep it real. If you like stink, that's cool. But stop blaming weed for all the bad that happened to you. Telling everybody weed was your gateway drug. Before you took your first puff, you were sniffing that stuff.
Don't blame weed. Don't you blame that weed now. Don't blame weed. It's just marijuana, yeah.
Once again, you're late for your job. Your boss clowns you in front of the staff and lays you off. Either you're too high to play with your kids or not high enough. 7 kids by 7 different women is tough. But if you utilize your high, you'd be surprised. You could get your kids together and have a great time. But you won't even consider the option. You're guaranteed weed to get in the way or something. All your complaints about weed is strange to me. It's been here helping people out physically and mentally. You are the epitome of a habitual liar. You lie about weed so much no one wanna hang around you. Your house didn't get foreclosed on cause of weed. You lost your house cause you didn't pay your mortgage. You need to find some driving ambition and stop blaming weed for all of your life's issues.
Don't blame weed. It ain't nothing wrong with ganja, yeah. Don't blame weed.
This kid O Banks, and you chilling with me, and we listening to Smoking and Rhyming with Rex 45 and Big E. The family? You know what it is, plug me in. And this the only station you need to be listening to.
Ain't no space between the name and the area code. Shaheed 44. Homecoming. In We got a gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Then I baby sit, take a sip, whiff of this. Gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Buzz flow, spit rhymes, hung on from my stone. We got a gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Then I baby sit, take a sip, whiff of this. Gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Buzz flow, spit rhymes, hung on from my stone. I heard they search for kingdoms of Kush, kinda got the keys crossed, cool. Caught her with the Chiefs, careful don't cough. Try to keep the people, please parlay, monster pawns, cool. Carolina calm, pile of farms, however they tongue, wherever. Carolina calm, pile of farms, however they tongue, wherever you from. We on deli, on, pass that back, wherever you done. In the city called mine, top billing from all crime, rebuilding them raw rhymes, man. Don't be the bond, you know the time, sow the seed, where the grown-ups be, till we terminate. Don't die, germinate, improve, but become great. Take flight, birds of a feather together in aviation. Be formation, one piece, one love, so gifted, unlimited, always remembering. Rhymes universal, networking with musicians, and wake up and do it again. Making sure the message and the music and it's moving up when we got a gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Then I baby sit, take a sip, whiff of this. Gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Buzz flow, spit rhymes, hung on from my stone. We got a gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Then I baby sit, take a sip, whiff of this. Gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Buzz flow, spit rhymes, hung on from my stone. We're all actors in this, I know. Young man's ready to rumble, sing like a bumble. Be bad, bimbo, finna be better. Do what cool breezes do. Swoon units come together, 2 minutes. Deploy the drop squad. Ain't us, nay another fellow brick go in the wall. All at epic rhyme rhetoric, look like a wit. The better it flow wherever it go. Sever the nose, devoid the funk. What more could you want? This the South Park. Far with crooked laws, contorting them catalogs involved with sabotage, money, power. Got it all live record. Check it, this won't take but a second. No respect in malicious investments from when I stepped in the Western Waco. Bricks hits Legos, Euro, pound, pesos, El Camino Negros. No stars and bars, no heart for Southern heritage. I'd rather it remain gone with the wind. We got a gang of cannabis.
Hey yo, this is Joe Sauceda, and you're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show with Big E and Rexy 45.
So glad you are mine, always on my mind. Love is so deep and the feeling is so real. Losing control, never let it go. Always wanna be my home. I wanna say I do, baby, all over you. Girl, you blow my mind. Just the way you rock got me keep on falling in love. I just dig your tenderness and your calling, baby, yeah. And it's alright, you're the only one I want. All my love, you're the only one I love. All I want, you're the only one I want. All I love.
Hey, what's up? I'm Chanel Kazadi, and you're listening to Smokin' Rhyme Show with Rex 45 and Big E. Let's get it!
Do whatever you want, stay young, die quick, but you're turning me on. You're my new sidekick, won't be long time gone, and I won't be missed, but I'll leave you a song so you could dance like this.
He a rolling stone, that boy walk real slick like Leroy Brown, and he don't take no shit. I'ma keep him around, but only for a little bit. I'll admit he equipped, not afraid to take a risk. Sunken wreck, battleship, recover and make it lift. You a man, I'm a woman, baby, we can make it big. Only in my early 20s, but I'm trying to handle biz. Got a lot of life to live, a lot of liquor to sip, a lot of wisdom to give. If I'm off course, give me direction and lead the way. Be my Superman, baby, you should come and say the day. And not financially handsome, I want you in another way. Matter of fact, I lead the way, cause babe, want you to stay. I'm a diva, best believe it, so you know I'm getting paid. I like to play, but hey, I'm intrigued with what you say. He know I'm different and he love it, difficult to stay away. We make a tough match, thugging and loving before we we pray. He a rough cat, secretly he just wanna be tamed with a cuff sap. And I'm locking you up today, yeah, does that, run that. Poppy calling, tell them that you the boss, you the man, so they need to understand who you are. Like a fellow who can stick to the plan and make them all hold it down. Damn son, I can tell that you in charge, far from a random. Ain't no secret, you a star and all, you off the par and all. I think you are outlaw, play your part. I don't wanna get involved, I'm enthralled, real. Don't be playing with my heart.
Do whatever you want, stay young, die quick, but you're turning me on. You my new sidekick, won't be long time gone, and I won't be missed, but I'll leave you a song so you can dance like this. Do whatever you want, stay young, die quick, but you're turning me on. You my new sidekick, won't be long time gone, and I won't be missed, but I'll leave you a song so you can dance like this.
I Will Always Love Her, a poem for hip hop. Kendrick Lamar splits open monsters and fights on the virtue that to get stronger, you only go to battle with armies that are capable of stampede. Those who tread lightly are not worthy of your warpath. Lupe Fiasco ties his tongue into cat's cradles and whispers sweet everythings into the ears of middle schoolers who by the end of the night will understand the brutality of the Audubon ballroom. Talib Kweli lectures behind a podium with Howard Zinn to college somethings about the nature of history. Everybody is a writer, but not the best authors pen the past. Only the victorious do. A columnist in the New York Daily said that hip-hop emphasizes the crudest materialism in which money was the ultimate goal and it did not matter how one got it. Jay-Z sits on the steps of his former housing project with Oprah Winfrey, then later shakes the hand of the most powerful man of the free world. He and Beyonce are American royalty and their bloodlines are unconcerned of its humble origins. 50 Cent demonstrates a contrasting irony by watching his money grow up to be worth his namesake 1,000-fold and then some. Sean Combs drapes the resting place of the notorious B.I.G. in jewels as he whispers to his best friend, "Don't worry, I've made us enough money that it will follow me into the afterlife. We'll be more than taken care of when we meet again." Republican Senate member Chris McDaniel was quoted to say that hip-hop was a culture that values rap and the destruction of community values more than it does poetry. Kanye West and Nina Simone swing dance in an orchard as the farmers all around them peddle their strange fruit. Tupac Shakur figures out the equation for immortality. It is 6 albums, 8 movies, and an understanding that power moves create fame, influential motion crafts legacy. Andre 3000 writes a song about the devastating separation between himself and his love. The world cannot help but pulse to it. Andre, knowing this before the second chorus in Hey Ya laments, "Y'all don't want to hear me. You just want to dance." Across the internet, hip-hop is not regarded as a musical genre. Criticized for its lack of originality, vapid lyrics, and monotonous sound, the overwhelming statement is that hip-hop has nothing to do with music. The RZA and Just Blaze sit behind soundboards and monitors as they begin to summon the spirits of Bill Withers, Gladys Knight, and Curtis Mayfield into the studio. Hip-hop has nothing to do with music. Nicki Minaj simpers and then ferociously spits in the face of kings as they watch the Queen conquer. Female-named hurricanes kill more than their male-named counterparts. Hip-hop has nothing to do with music. The beat slam rumbles through your 98 Toyota Camry speakers and transforms these 3 minutes and 32 seconds into a parade, etched into a dream that grips your shoulders, and the only way to release this tension that rides on top of you is to treat these songs as an instruction. It was written like a manual. Hip-hop has everything to do with everything. She doesn't need to be defended. She doesn't need to explain herself. She doesn't need your justification or permission. Hip-hop walks with the hypocrisies and benedictions of every great art form in our existence. You only notice her now because of how fresh her hips swing, how zealous her disciples are, how scared you get when she uses those big words in conversation and you beg her, please, please, talk to me in a way that I can understand. And you turn up the radio and feel safe.
You're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry,
music, and the cannabis talk.
Man,
I felt a little dyslexic. He said 98, and I was like, did he mean 89? And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, maybe he meant 98.
Things did happen in 98.
Because back in the days we was looking at Hondas, it was 89.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't looked at a Honda in a minute.
No doubt, no doubt. Some of the artists we played tonight, Greg Roy, iCulture, Japawas, Akin Rose, Grego Vibes, Aristotle. Who else? That's it for now. I mean, actually, Shaheed 404 and DJ Slim as well. How's the exercising going, man?
Is DJ Slim truly slim?
No.
Because Big Boy is no longer Big either. So I just wanted to ask.
We're actually going to try to get DJ Slim on. He does a lot of songs about Mary Jane. So he did the song "Blame It on the Weed" that we play. Also, we played "It's My Bong" and "Smoke It If I Want To."
Yes, it is.
So he does a lot of weed songs, and they're pretty funny too, which is always nice to laugh about Mary Jane.
But on the workout front, I'm currently in the market for a new gym.
Okay, all right. Any reasons?
My other gym is just
too far away.
No, it's that plus cleanliness issues. Anytime you got to mess with Route 24, for all those who know, you don't want to do that. And my times working out is peak traffic time, so just doesn't work for me.
Well, at least you got by the time you get to the gym, you're all amped up, so you can, rack them and stack them, as you say.
Hey,
stack them and rack them.
There's nothing like sitting in traffic, jacked up on pre-workout, waiting to come on. I'm trying to tell you.
By the time you get to the gym, you can kick in every water bottle.
Be kicking people. I'm trying to tell you so. I've done that plenty of times. Just, it says take 30 minutes before. So, it takes 15 minutes to get to the gym. Next thing you know, you're sitting in traffic for 45 minutes and your heart's pounding. You're like, I'm just going to get out the car and run around in circles. You got to do something. Push the car, turn it off, put it in neutral. Push it.
Or find a closer gym.
Yeah, so I'm in the market for a new gym.
All right.
I'm not really a Planet Fitness kind of guy. I feel like the purple makes me nauseous. I'm just saying. That's just my personal feeling. I'm not saying it's a bad gym or anything. But my experience in my past with them was
with the purple haze.
This is all the weights you got? You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop right here? Who doesn't want to push themselves?
Gotcha.
Even if, is no judgment and you're just working out for whatever, if you get stronger, you're going to need more weight. That's just how it works.
So you run out of heavy things to pick up.
I believe at one time I had a 50 and a 30 in one hand trying to work out.
Trying to curl.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at that point, I was souped up, I was messing with the 110s and the 120 dumbbells at the gym.
Right.
So
I thought you were saying you were on the juice when you said you were souped up.
Nah, I wish.
All right.
I wish I would have took the easy way. I was dumb and worked hard. But so currently that's my situation. I have an issue with gyms because I want to use my credit card and they want me to go directly into my account. And I'm like, I'm not giving you my information and allowing you access to my checking account for a gym. It's $10.
Right. So it sounds like you might need a bigger gym as far as have more options. It's like, taking credit cards and cleanliness and not purple.
Well, I recently had a conversation with my landlord and found out that they too have just got a membership at the gym, which I'm gonna try to see if I can finagle it.
Okay.
I don't know if I go to the gym and I'll run the badge and they'll be like, Tiffany? I'll be like, yes, yes, I am Tiffany. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, everybody tried to game the system, but I mean, she got the top thing, so she can bring a person with her. So I'm gonna see if I can tag along a couple times, get a quick workout in.
So I thought you would have just said partner or something like that, not try to impersonate, but you're gonna try to finagle a way in. Is it a good gym?
I mean, it's brand spanking new. They built it from the ground up, so that's one thing that drew me in, and it's 3 minutes from my house.
No one likes to build something from the
Normally it's not. It's something converted most of the time. But yeah, this one. And I went down there and the dude asked me for my account information. I was like, man, you out your mind. Look at me in the face and I'm going to give you my... No. I'm all set with that.
Yeah, I am leery of places that want to... that still take credit card information over the phone and you can't do it through an encryption system online. I'm leery of those places because they're not taking advantage of technology, and it's always better to use your credit card than it is to use your debit card to pay for things.
Exactly. I'm not going to give you authorized access to the account. Last thing I need is you to say, "Oh, well, we accidentally took out $5,000." I'm like, "What? You what?" And then you bounce everything. I mean, it's happened before.
Yeah,
it's happened before.
No, I can see that.
I believe child support froze my account once. Messed me all up.
They'll get you every time.
Yeah, well, you got to learn. If you don't know now, you know.
So now, while you're waiting for Jim to come along, for you to find a gym, I should say, you just not working out?
Oh, I purchased a workout bench.
Okay.
I have dumbbells at the house.
All right.
So, anytime I feel like I'm not doing nothing, I do something.
There you go. That's what we like to hear. Trying to make it happen because this is the year, right?
Yeah. I turned the big 007, so you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to.
You're turning into a white British guy?
Yeah, definitely. Bond. James Bond. Yeah, well, I want to take care of myself, and I don't want my gut hanging over my belt when I bring in the
trash.
The next birthday.
Oh, gotcha.
Why would I bring in the trash? I think I'll be taking it out. But okay.
All right, that's fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
So, but I mean, I got my supplements on deck. I got my vitamins on deck. I got everything I need. I just need the gym to give it that hard push. And I've also thought about I'm writing out a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that helps me more. Me just saying to myself, "Oh, I'm off Wednesday. I'll go Wednesday morning," and then I never do.
Right.
But if I look at my work schedule and I write on the calendar this time, and I feel like that will give me some structure because I'm the king of excuses right now.
Got you. Well, all I can say is try to be better than the day before, man.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And by the time you find your gym, hopefully all the riffraffs would have tapped out.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure they leave immediately.
Immediately. You're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex 45.
Big E.
But you're turning me on. You're my new sidekick. Won't be long time gone, and I won't be missed. But I'll leave you a song so you can dance like this. He a Rolling Stone. That boy walk real slick like Leroy Brown, and he don't take no shit. I'ma keep him around, but only for a little bit. I'll admit he equipped, not afraid to take a risk. Sunken wreck, battleship, recover and make it lift. You a man, I'm a woman, baby. We can make it big. Only in my early 20s, but I'm trying to handle biz. Got a lot of life to live, a lot of liquor to sip, a lot of wisdom to give. If I'm off course, give me direction and lead the way. Be my Superman, baby, you should come and say the day. And not financially handsome, I want you in another way. Matter of fact, I lead the way, cause babe, want you to stay. I'm a diva, best believe it, so you know I'm getting paid. I like to play, but hey, I'm intrigued with what you say. He know I'm different and he love it, difficult to stay away. We make a tough mess, thugging and loving before we pray. He a rough cat, secretly he just wanna be tame. With a cuff sap, and I'm locking you up today. Yeah, does that, run that. Poppy calling, tell them that you the boss, you the man, so they need to understand who you are. Like a fellow who can stick to the plan and make them all hold it down. Damn son, I can tell that you in charge, far from a random. Ain't no secret, you a star and all. You off the par and all. I think you are outlaw, play your part. I don't wanna get involved. I'm in thrall, real. Don't be playing with my heart. Do whatever you want, stay young, die quick, but you're turning me on. You my new sidekick, won't be long time gone, and I won't be missed, but I'll leave you a song so you can dance like this. Do whatever you want, stay young, die quick, but you're turning me on. You my new sidekick, won't be long time gone, and I won't be missed, but I'll leave you a song so you can dance like this.
Young homie Dag.
Kissing all my dreams, feels like I'm insane. Wake up every day, tryna numb this pain. I got dreams to build and a bill to pay. I gotta elevate, not to feel the same. Y'all get sure that feel seen the new me. Sure can see my hood, wanna be like me. That's why all these niggas tryna style me. I do what it takes to be the real man. I know about people who just got it all. That's why I don't wanna make a fall. I don't go to sleep and you'll find me snoring. If you ain't gonna make it, walk through the door. Do you know how it feels like to be ignored by the same people who you wanna show the love? I'm tryna make this money and feed my dog. No, I don't care about nothing, I'm just myself. Tryna get it all, yeah, I'm tryna get it all. Tryna get it all, yeah, I'm tryna get it all. Tryna get it all, yeah, I'm tryna get it all. Tryna get it all, yeah, I'm tryna get it all. Tryna get it all, yeah, I'm tryna get it all. Tryna get it all, yeah, I'm tryna get it all. Tryna get it all, tryna get it all. Tryna get it all, yeah, I'm tryna get it all. What if tomorrow next I am dead? I've been starving just to see this brighter day. Do myself the favors, now I'm getting paid. I worked all my losses, nothing is the same. Gun down your homie cause he got a fame. Why you worry about them niggas who don't vibe with me? My own blessed and they back on me. Even all these angels tryna fool on me. I'm a young nigga tryna be a star. I ain't gon' quit, this just a start. Getting what's mine even in the dark. I'ma go get it, I'ma count the money. On my own body you can see the scars. Been through hell where the fan is all. I ain't living no more to please y'all. Now I'm losing y'all, I saw for myself.
TC on the mix. Hey, my fellow, yeah. Lakeside, make you to please. It be like I dey sleep, but this one no be dream. Many things I feel, many things I see. One person no fit thief, you no fit to talk and finish yo. Country I dey get the limit yo. Life it tough, you no fit kill him yo. Urgent to care all that chicken yo. Party don't start, everybody dance, people them are feeling the fun. Hey yo, hey yo. Yeah, I don't gas, everybody high, nobody they hear mommy call. Hey yo, hey yo. My mama, yeah. Adara, Anamisa, Pentecost Day, hallelujah. Atakulate, brain it I want Shaye Malaysia. I want go to Canada. I want go Australia. I know like it China. I remember Nigeria. Mosquito and malaria. Organ don't cut it like, but we still be their father. I want Shaye Malaysia. I want go to Canada. I want go Australia. I know like it China. I remember Nigeria. Mosquito and malaria. Organ don't cut it like, but we still be their father. One punch, one die, everything it don't cast. One dust, one stand, everybody must die. One blunt, one tie, all the brain it don't fly. Go front, come back, everything will come down. Anamisa, Pentecost Day, hallelujah. Atakulate, brain it higher. Loke la mama la, emi adebe ma gara la. Loke la mama la, emi adebe ma paraya. Loke la mama la, emi adebe ma paraya. Loke la mama la, emi adebe ma paraya. I want Shaye Malaysia, I want go to Canada, I want go Australia. I know like it China, I remember Nigeria. Mosquito and malaria. Organ don't cut it like, but we still be their father. I want Shaye Malaysia. I want go to Canada. I want go Australia. I know like it China. I remember Nigeria.
Yeah, you know what? I don't get this.
My hands up and shoot me.
Please, what's wrong with this bitch?
Ooh, yeah. My hands up
Why
and
would
shoot me.
Calvin Valley run and you lie?
My hands up and shoot me.
Government is playing with us. Now speak. Damn it.
Which way Nigeria?
way to go. I'm tired of asking, but I need to know which way Nigeria. Ever since I was born, I've been hearing the same question every now and then. Which way Nigeria? Which way to get rid of all this corruption? Cause we need to grow. Which way Nigeria? I'm sick of hearing Niger go better. Wanna be could tell me when. Which way Nigeria? Oh no, I can't sleep. Handle y'all expect me to pretend everything is good and sit back. No, it's time to get up and fight this evil. It's time to say no. I've been asking questions and I need answers from who knows. How long shall we continue to shy out and later? Are we gonna let corruption beat us again and make us see? Oh, I think it's our time. We need to stand strong again. Vote fight back, cause we're not here to negotiate or beg the police, though. Listen, I'm not here to sound churchy, but if you take it personal, get your lawsuits and wicked judgment. The reason why truth is always beat this house is wrong. This whole system is corrupt, they can't even crawl. People say getting info, but I say we ain't getting enough. You better wise up, ain't y'all done fooling enough. I'm here to bring you the truth, man, this in the blood. We've been deceived enough, all we need is freedom, we've slept enough. If I can bring my voice to rap, you too can do the same. My hands up and shoot me. The sun gon' get me scared, but good deeds gon' earn your respect. My hands up and shoot me. You say that my truth is a crime, when you got proof that truth is life. My hands up and shoot me. So you still don't enjoy your life. And yeah, you wanna take out mine. My hands up and shoot me. They say this is democracy, but it's fucking not leading protest against it corruptly. They even got some guys. You apprehended, shot out your bones, look you did a right. What you expect from those you motivate? They don't take it now. You always want us to speak with caution. They're scared of truth, but they're the ones who need correction. We clock and system, but still got low infrastructure. Cause they harden the revenues to wreck personal structures. British on the start, another roadside, free food delivery like Uncle Sam. They all lies, most campaign promises to scam. We need to wise up quick, and we put the system and we keep falling for same trick. They go into politics with self-benefit mentality. Every occurrence become a looting opportunity to privilege the community. This is stupidity. They all deserve punishment with no impunity. You call a better criminal, you set him ablaze. Most politicians are worse yet, you send them praise. Y'all are stupid. I'm media process and judiciary is a mess. Believe me, sticking true on quick justice is a stress. Cause down here the rich got no law. That shit is only effective on the poor. But if power belongs to the people, then I guess we're on the wrong track. Cause we need to get back to the right track and take a power back. If I can bring my voice to rap, you too can do the same. My hands up and shoot me.
Freedom warriors taken from corridors, moving to pharmaceuticals, business as usual. This one big prison, drunk off religion, the strongest opiate, cruel than Soviets. Profit from bodies in cages, 85 stuck on salacious. Media controlled by FBI agents going through stages. Minds trapped in the matrix, the villain is hatred, revealed in their faces. Squeal like deliverance, malevolent like Maleficent. Skills magnificent, to competition indifferent. Pen omnipotent, don't question how we're coping. Whether theologian or fighting for truth like the Trojan. Stir it up like a potion to serve to minds frozen. Throw your thoughts over hot coals to all one and not control, to all body free and not soul. Break the chains, break the mold, the cycle in the sleeper hold. Freedom will only ring when the truth is told.
But when the truth is told from the reality we hold, emotions still deep and the waters are still cold. Causing the mass havoc, we were born in control. But the sad truth, our youth will still go lose. Cause they didn't learn nothing, cause they parents confused. We the leaders among community, the people sit down. Happiness fades away, so we left with the frown. Colors ain't really nothing, just vibrations of sound. Fighting your own people so the word gets around. Priorities ain't strong cause we killing each other. Tears flood from mothers while fathers run away. The world of Babylon is still happening today.
It's still Babylon today, but the wolves are more efficient though. Unequivocal law books are like a crypto quote. MCs be wasting time bickering who got the sicker flow. Still preaching that gun talk, got the hood pouring out liquor though. They say he never getting out but stealing bogeys at the liquor store. But lately he been on his theme and reading scriptures though. Today the concentration camps and torture chambers are ubiquitous. Ridiculous, got a ticket for speeding but I ripped it up. Weeks later got a warrant for my arrest so they could trip me up. Told my car to telling me just where I could pick it up. End of the week for $100, tow truck I had to give it up. Finally get to court, no luck, still feeling stuck in the rut. We permanent victims victims still conscripted to the system that convicted us. Brothers and sisters locked down, their spirits need to be lifted up. Big ups to all my homies who done bit the dust in the major gun battle when it should have just been some fisticuffs. Instead the pigs put their fist in cuffs and simply lit them up. The coroner barely regarded the body bag when he zipped it up. He swears that type of injustice he will never be the victim of. We used to live in the land of the free, but the government evicted us. Our heartbeats irregular like arrhythmias, inconspicuous. Celebrating incarceration when the melody of freedom is so mellifluous. On the run, the brother dropped his gun, then his youngest son picked it up.
Saturday morning has always been my favorite part of the week. Now, that used to be because that was when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came on, and I was gonna be the Red Ranger. Even back then, I knew I was destined to be a leader. I'm 23 now, and my Saturdays are reserved for coaching my basketball team. Not quite the team I envisioned, but trust me, they are still teenagers with attitude. This particular Saturday, I'm picking up Takai. We shoot the breeze about strategy. But midway through warm-ups, the game changes as a cop car begins trailing us as we come out of his neighborhood. And I don't even see it until the lights are flashing like seconds off the shot clock. Immediately, I tell Takai the rules of engagement. Relax. No sudden movements. Stop messing with your bag. Hands up. He may mistake your basketball for shotgun. At this moment, the quickest way for you to become famous has nothing to do with SportsCenter. I hand the officer my ID and registration like I am handing him freedom papers. Meanwhile, me and Takai exchange a knowing glance, a look of fear and apprehension, one that I'm pretty sure our ancestors shared as they were forced to cross across the Middle Passage. His eyes ask me, what did we ever do to deserve this? Mine said nothing. I said nothing. I've gotten pretty good at explaining the concepts of a zone defense, but not why black boys should always be on the defensive. How we have to play the game of life 2 steps ahead. How this is the only time I want him to avoid charges. Should I tell him, stop expecting policemen to play fair? You can't let them bait you. They're looking for any reason to call flagrant, any excuse to say it was necessary. They're all way too willing to take foul shots and stop complaining to society. You can't expect help from judges who've been paid to rig the game. Do I remind him of a scouting report? Tell him, it doesn't matter what numbers you put up today, it will always read 6'1" in black, always consider a threat to shoot from any distance. Do I tell him this country perfected the game of racism? The cops are a well-oiled machine. They've been running these drills since Reconstruction. Playbook passed down for generations. We will never be the majority because they look for any reason to eject us. Some can't even talk to us man to man. They rather 3/5 trap us into situations. Make us run, jump, and dunk for them because black lives only matter when there's a profit to be made. In 400 years, the only thing that changed is now we get to choose the game we want to play for their amusement. But they rather we change our uniforms, from cotton picking white and shackle gray to casket black and prison orange. I want to tell Takai, the only thing about this traffic stop that is routine is that we are both assumed guilty. I don't know what to tell Takai. These words, they never exit my mouth. They stay blocked in my throat. All I can tell them is on and off the court. Play smart. We both know too many black boys who are forced to retire before they ever hit their prime. Today we survive. Good game.
You're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry,
music, and that cannabis talk.
Man, you got something to say, Big E?
I wish they would pull me over. Talking all type of trash. Watch this little man. What you want? Man, shut up and write the ticket. I don't care what you got to say and ask you to counsel me. Write the ticket. I'm in a hurry, clearly.
Clearly.
Man? Please, man. You let that little boy be scared. You over there crying. Nah, the reality is that in certain places, you don't want to get pulled over by the police.
Yeah.
I know we live up here in the north where you could talk trash to a cop and still go home alive. So I know I'm making fun of it, but
we have talked a lot. When we were younger, we talked a lot of trash to a lot of cops.
Man, I still do. As soon as he walk out, I be like, you ain't got nothing better to do? I know where there's some crime at. You want to come down here? Yeah, but, it does help that most police is people I grew up with.
So you just ration on your friends?
Hell yeah. What you pull me over for?
You ran that light.
Yeah. My I ran a red light, got pulled over. My boy sent the other officer. He knew it was me, too. I was like, oh, you was a sucker, man. You know it was me.
All right, no doubt. Sports, man.
A lot of things going on in sports.
Bucks are out of it, football-wise.
The who?
Buccaneers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Milwaukee. Yeah. Tom Terrific. Same year as his divorce. Had a terrible season. The Buccaneers fired their offensive coordinator,
Byron
Leftwich.
With Leftwich, which he won the Super Bowl with.
I do believe so.
And but somebody had to be gone. They're trying to keep him for another year.
Knowing Tom, he can go to some teams and that team will be ready. Some teams are just missing that one piece.
Yeah, the Raiders are looking for him, I think, and there are like 3 teams that want him. So
don't sleep with the 49ers. Be like, look, Jimmy G. And your 3 backups. I'm kind of tired. And look at Seattle Seahawks needs a quarterback. I mean,
they have
the backup, the black dude. What's his name?
It's Geno, right?
Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Yes, they got Geno, but you see why they ain't in it, right? I mean, I like Geno and I like his effort, but that team should have been way better than that.
Right.
And they did just like us. Win this game and you're in. Win this game and you're in.
Right.
Now win this game and you couldn't do it. Sorry.
There's a little bit of talk that Lamar Jackson might come to New England.
Yeah, right. I wish. I mean, he
Belichick likes him.
Yeah, this is true, but New England is notorious for not paying people.
Yeah, it's true.
So if he comes here, what are they going to do? Give him a max contract, throw him $100 and $200 million?
Well, I mean,
they're not going to do that.
You know, the dynasty that they have built, they gotta do everything they can to uphold that status, right? They can't have 2 bad years back to back after Tom left.
Of course they can. There's that's why it's called a dynasty. You die nasty, losing and everything.
So it's in their best interest to bring in they try to.
We fired our offensive coach as well.
A number 1 pick, and you know that he's. How do you feel about Mac Jones? Okay.
How do I feel about Big Macs? I mean, they all right. But it's not the first thing I'm going to order.
Got you. So you know they're gonna have to spend some money, and I suspect.
I mean,
this.
In all honesty, what's this? Only Mac Jones' second year?
Yeah.
I mean, I know everybody wants that prodigal son type of quarterback, and the point is that the Patriots' offense has certain plays that are simple, but everything else is complex. He's got to read. He's got to do this.
You got to be smart.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got 2 years under his belt. We've missed the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
All he had to do was win 1 game 2 years in a row,
mm-hmm.
and he's not showing us that.
So yeah, Lamar Jackson all the way.
Well, hey, if we could swing it,
and because he'll get the protection up here, so he doesn't have to run, but he can.
We still
he needs to.
We still don't even really have a number 1 receiver. I mean, our receiving squad isn't the top-notch squad, but
with a smart quarterback, you see what they've been able to do before. When Randy Moss was the only. I mean, I wouldn't say only, but was the
Randy
most.
Moss, we had Terry Glenn. I mean,
you're going way back, right?
Those were the championship years, baby.
Yeah, they won after Terry Glenn.
Yeah, and they did, and they also won with him.
Yeah, so but you know what I mean, though, and I mean, you know, no disrespect to Terry Glenn, but you know what I'm saying, he's, you know, when you think of like top wide receivers, right? You want the Jerry Rice of the world, right?
No, I'll take Gronk and the murderer dude. Give me the Hernandez dude for sure. We was killing him back then. Literally, we was killing him. Literally, we we was killing them.
Not we. Albert, you're listening to Smoking Rhyme Show, but it was Rex 45.
Big E.
You know who said it. Yes. So I don't think the Patriots have proven that you don't need top-notch players, but you do need smart players that can do their job as they like to say. You know what you're supposed to do. Go there and do it in the game, and that's what you want. And so you don't need the top of the line, but it is nice to have one or two. You know, it helps. But like I said, they've proven it year in year. But they had a smart quarterback and consistent quarterback.
Yeah, this is true.
So,
but I still have all my faith in Belichick.
Okay, all right. Now, do you have any? Who do you think is going? Do you have your two teams that are going to the Super Bowl?
In all honesty, I'd like someone who is an underdog. So I'm looking to see what. And this is funny, but I'm looking to see what Trevor Lawrence is going to do.
Okay.
Because he's been in the league for a while, and this is his first taste of playoffs.
Right.
And basically, when he came in, everybody thought he was the most NFL-ready quarterback. But clearly, the team was like, nah, because you need work.
Mm.
But now he's here.
Right.
So, and he won a major game on a Saturday.
Right.
Where he came back, what was he down, 28 points or something?
Yeah. They came back and won that game.
Yeah, so, I mean, is he going to be able to ride off of that? Is he going to be able to duplicate that feat? We shall see. Right?
All right. And then Bengals is your other pick?
No.
Oh. Kansas City?
I would have to say 49ers just because Jimmy G's on the team.
Okay.
He ain't even quarterbacking, but he's on the team, so that's a Patriot product.
Gotcha. So, all right. 49ers and Jaguars?
Yeah.
No Eagles?
I'm pretty sure both of them is going to be out this next game. So, but, I could live with that.
Okay.
I don't want the Eagles to win just because I don't feel like hearing my boy brag because that's his team.
Gotcha.
Or Dallas, even though Dax deserves one.
He kind of does. He's been in it for a minute, and the brother's gone through a lot.
Man, please. Injury, broken ankle. He's just had a lot going on, and people still don't have no faith in him. He finally worked out a contract, and he's having a great season, and people are still knocking him. So we'll see with the playoffs, man. We'll see. Okay. Normally they lose in the first round, so we about to see.
We about to see. And you ready for some football? Celtics in top spot still?
Yeah, definitely. They handed the Warriors their walking papers in overtime. They did some work.
They did, and
Tatum's injured right now with a wrist.
Okay, all right.
But he'll be back.
Yeah, it's still early in the season.
Yeah, All-Star break's coming up. So.
Wow. A lot of teams are going to turn up after the All-Star break.
Well, they're going to have to. They're really going to have to. And I think Steve Kerr was quoted saying he wishes that they would shorten the season so he wouldn't have to sit players. And I say maybe your players shouldn't be so soft.
Right. They didn't sit back in the day. He didn't sit back in the day.
Nope. Every game.
Now they're resting players. Because, you know what it is.
Yeah, and then they all want to claim, oh, well, I'm the GOAT.
Yeah, not when you're resting.
The GOAT don't take days off.
No doubt. So Milwaukee Bucks are in second place. Philly Nets. These look pretty good. Donovan Mitchell dropped 81 on him? Not 81. Some ridiculous number.
Yeah, it was up there. Definitely. Well, I'm sort of confused because they have Giannis and Djokovic at the top as MVP.
Yep.
With no mention of
Tatum
or Brown.
Yeah, that's true.
And how can we be leading the league best record and not even a mention?
Right, where the Nuggets at? How far are they?
Well, they might be way down the pipe.
Right.
At the bottom.
They're not even on the list.
Yeah, who plays for the Nuggets? I don't even know. Who's their team?
No, seriously. They're in first place in the West.
Are they now?
Yeah, they're in first place. Grizzlies are in second place. I was looking for him at the bottom. Okay, so he's in first place. So that kind of, still, I mean, I don't watch the Nuggets too often, so I can't, I'd rather watch Dirk play than he play because he makes the shots, but it's just ugly. It's ugly. It's just ugly. He makes them, and that's all. But there's nothing to look at. There's this.
He makes Larry Bird look stylish.
Oh, but Larry, it's funny. Larry Bird is stylish, though. We used to, so it's even like that was fun to watch. But he's putting up the numbers, and what he won it last year, right? So he's trying to go back to back MVP.
Yeah, I haven't the foggiest idea. I've fallen off so far in basketball.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, and look at the Kings. Kings are in third place in the West.
Yeah, well, the West has been marred with injuries. The usual teams that if Clay's not out, then Steph's out, then Draymond's being Draymond with his single double. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's a lot of factors involved. But the teams who were the kingpins out there, San Antonio really isn't the team that they used to be. It's a lot of teams that used to really every year playoffs, and now, tide has changed.
The tide has changed. The league has changed.
That's all right. Golden State knows we owe them one.
Oh, for sure. Well, we gave them a little piece, and I hear people talking about, it was a rematch. It's not one game in a new season is not a rematch. A rematch is playing 7 games in the championship. So if they both make it to the finals this year, that's a rematch.
I'm going to say this again. Regular season is practice. All you're trying to do is learn how to beat teams. And you got to play them multiple times in order to learn how to beat them. Mm-hmm. And once you know how to beat them, you can go into playoffs and play them in a 7-game series, and you beat them 4 games and go home. That's all it is. So, everybody's like, oh, they got the great record. Who cares if their record's better than you if they know how to beat you?
Right.
So, hey.
That's it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't watch the season until it gets down to what place and you need this many games to move up and get in. I wait till it gets close. This other stuff is just entertainment for fools.
That's all it is.
No.
Entertainment for fools?
No, I take that back.
You listen to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is X45.
Big E.
Okay. All right, oh yes. And Mr. Ice representing. Oh yeah. And when you walk the road of life, me I tell you, my friend, good vibes only. Positive liberty to survive, me tell you again. Good vibes only. And though the road is rough, don't let it keep you down. And your good vibes only. Now them will fight you down. Want see you reach the ground. I say your good vibes only.
Time to flex, took a trip again. Got these crabs in my city, so I'm eating lobster then. Roller stoke, watch it go with my yoke. Mobbing it, like the patience to be waiting. So just get up on your win like chess. Win them checks, make your moves, no regrets. Your whole crew full of goofs, pull my dick. Cheese and wine, cute in time of violence. Why, oh man? Why do y'all still guessing? I be out here finessing. I'm living my life, no stressing. And I don't got time for the lectures. So don't pass me no scriptures. Really, I don't need no lessons. Really, I just work perfection. Really aiming at your neck. Hammers cock. Take your last breath. Stop. See your work. Go your way. We ain't got no pots. You can front. But it's good vibes only. Catch me in the cut. Rolling up.
Yeah, Giorgio, Paco Rabanne, Versace, Dolce, Prada. I smell like money.
I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rex 45 told me pull up in the back. Big EP 87 where it's at.
I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah, yeah, yeah. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, rub me in that cocoa butter, yeah, yeah, yeah. All of my brothers love my color, yeah, yeah.
Well educated, well celebrated. Got that black skin and all
That's melanated.
I'm hella faded. Fresh deposit in the bank and you can smell the fragrance.
Dolce on my collarbone, hot a box on my cell phone. Wrist shining like heaven's door. If you never knew, then you never know. Watch what you're talking, is y'all crazy? I got knots in my head, dude. Cool in the pocket, I'm Tom Brady. Fourth quarter like I'm Isaiah. I'm a Jamaican that speaking Spanish, eating Ethiopian with the team. Plus I be hanging with people that's blacker than black and black and they black as me. Freelance, know how to dance, bachata with Dominicans. BT, no ETs, like I just moved out of DC. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rex 45 told me pull up in the back. Big EP 87 where it's at.
I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke.
Break the Spanish down in my rollie and I'm scrolling it up. We put the whole 7 in it, you ain't holding it up. Hitting 12 in the lane while we sparking it up. Rexy 45 and Big E to soon the city show up. But the city been waiting, we been cooking and baking. Planning, putting that cake in, plotting, moving and shaking. LeBron, Steph Curry with the rock, shake the pot. There's some big boss cannabis talk, cultural elevation.
Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. It's 420 in this world somewhere. Outside, say rolling it up. Up north, stay rolling it up. What's up? Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. If you feeling me, put one in me. West side, stay rolling it up. East coast, stay rolling it up. What's up?
Roll, light, smoke, hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Hey, roll one, puff one, smoke one. But I ain't telling you what to do. So real quick, I want to give a couple of shout outs to certain states that have been doing good things.
Okay.
Now we got the Pennsylvania governor, Governor Wolf, who pardoned over 2,500 people's cannabis convictions.
Okay, then. We like that.
And nearly 4 of them just for the fact that they were nonviolent. 400 of them because they were nonviolent. So he's opening up the gates, which I felt like every place where it's legal should have just done.
Right.
I mean, you shouldn't have to let me fill out this paperwork. No, just write it off the books. Stop making a process to everything. You know who has cannabis convictions, just delete it out of their system. Simple as that. There's no, here, you can file these paperworks and do this and pay. No.
Nah.
You're always trying to make it too complicated. Just get rid of it. And then the second shout out goes to NYC.
Okay.
Who a month after opening their very first dispensary has opened their second dispensary.
Two dispensaries for 20 million people.
Yeah, so now there are 2 dispensaries. So if you find yourself in the
line, start a fire or something to stay warm. I don't know.
No, if you find yourself in the area of Greenwich, I believe.
Greenwich.
That's where the dispensary will be. And dress warm.
Dress warm.
It's cold outside. So that'll be on your new list of things to do in NYC.
Yes, let's go stand in line for something else. That's unfortunate, man. I wish they would just have like 10 stores up, 20 stores up. Make it
at the launch. I would assume. Didn't we have this conversation before? At the launch, you would assume you would be ready to go.
Yeah.
Who opens one?
Oh.
Just one?
It's bad luck, New York. It's bad luck.
And I'm not even sure. Did did New York have medical cannabis before that? I don't think so. So there weren't any existing outlets that they could just convert over.
Yeah, no.
At least in Mass, that's what happened here.
Right.
They were the
Connecticut, you know what I'm saying, Rhode Island. It's unfortunate, man.
Y'all messing up my East Coast ride.
Right.
Gotta bring stuff from home with me.
That's you're gonna get little magnetic dispensary storefronts and put them on your refrigerator from all the different dispensaries. You'll stop that instead of getting maps of the city or whatever. Your souvenir is gonna be a
the dispensaries you visited out of state.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I want to also bring up the fact that because certain states have legalized cannabis, that does not make it okay to transport it internationally. Now we have 9 Americans who are arrested for smuggling weed into the UK. So these 9 Americans were caught at well, I don't even know if they were caught here or there, but they were supposed to be going from California to Heathrow Airport, and they got caught with some bags had 56 to 110 pounds in it.
Whoa.
And they just checked it like luggage.
Whoa.
Checked it like regular luggage.
And the dog sniffed it out?
I don't know how.
Or somebody scanned it.
All they said is they caught it. They didn't use they didn't say what methods.
So it might be, I assume then it's on this side, because I don't think they scan it on the other side when it's coming off. So it would have been going on.
It sounds like a plan gone wrong.
Yeah, for sure. That's different than what Brittany Griner did, right? Now that you should get locked up for, because I get it. Everybody's trying to get their hustle on, and it's a big price you pay when you're trying to move that kind of bud. But I don't know if that was the smartest plan.
Well, they're saying that they made it all the way to Heathrow before they got caught.
Oh, okay.
And in combined, they had nearly 750 pounds of marijuana between the 9 of them.
Wow. So maybe there's even more, and some maybe got away. If there was 9, right? Because maybe that's what they do. You send 20 people on, but there's other ways to work. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but
my question is, how did they make it that far? How did you get all the way through Heathrow, through LAX?
Well, they're probably trying to figure it out, but they had to have somebody on the other side to get the bags on the plane. It's to even get on the plane. So maybe they had somebody on that side to get the bags through, but didn't have somebody on the other side. And for some reason, they may have just I don't know, because they got all 9, right? So maybe they were tipped off. Who knows?
Hey, well, all you had to do if you had that 9 was grab whatever other guy was sweating bricks when
Right.
he came off the plane.
And they took the same flight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they probably should have taken it. Well, there's not a lot of flights out. I don't know about LAX, but on the East Coast, you probably got like 2 flights, 3 flights to the UK a day.
No, not really. Between British Airways and
American,
United, and even JetBlue flies to England.
Okay, so there's a bunch.
Yeah, it's a lot. Everybody has theirs.
So we ain't telling you how to do it, but it's unfortunate that you got caught, because
we're going to tell you how not to do it. Don't take 110 pounds and just check it.
And maybe they've done it 1,000 times. Who knows, right?
Yeah, there's no telling how long they've been at this and how many times they've made this trip. Because clearly, they might have done it before,
right,
and then was like, you know what? Let's just do it big.
Yeah.
Just take it all one time, and man, there you go.
Yeah, there you go, people.
Watch a couple of episodes of Locked Up Abroad, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, it's not just here. In Nigeria, the customs authority seized nearly 600 pounds of cannabis.
Whoa.
So, everybody's saying that, this cannabis that has mold in it, or cannabis that has not been okayed for consumption, they ain't throwing that stuff away. It's going somewhere.
Right.
It just might not be here. So as soon as you find a market with no regulation, I'm pretty sure that's where all the surplus is going. 600 pounds, that's a lot.
That's a lot, man.
That is a lot.
So, you're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry.
Cannabis in that. Poetry talk. Right.
Music talk. We got one song, then we're going to get out of here. Next week, we're going to have these guys on. Actually, the person that make this beat and sing on the song, we're going to have them on next week on the Smokin' Rhyme Show. We've got Tax and the Agent coming on. They're going to be live and direct. So it's going to be, next show is going to be a beautiful show. This one right here is called B from Brock. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
The Agent.
Young, black, and witty as so you can join in the club. Pushing they luck. My niggas 40 it up. Ridicule by niggas 40 and up. Time's up now.
The Agent.
Young, black, and witty as so you can join in the club. Pushing they luck. My niggas 40 it up. Ridicule by niggas 40 and up. Time's up now. Surely it's us. Time ticket to the album drop. Euro with the bread like a hero with the fixes. DMT flipping with the arms like I'm Nero. Shot like Rick Fox when I parlay with the Vixens. Breaking like Turbo at the shop with the broomstick. Mitigate the 8 balls pushing by the pool stick. Dash like Stacy with the cash, got him clueless. Cherry on top, I can do without the cool whip. Born in mid-May, I can do without the bullshit. Nuba with your niggas went and pull. Stick to the cool. Still bound by unspoken rules. Your lanes ain't tough, y'all approachable. Don't let this game get the best of you. School of hard knocks and they testing you. They don't want these problems, I don't expect them to. Beef and Brock, I turn to vegetables. I turn to vegetables. Don't let this game get the best of you. They don't want these problems, I don't expect them to. Beef and Brock, I turn to vegetables.
My name is Rex45.
Big E.
Time to say good night, man.
While we turn ninjas to vegetables.
No doubt, no doubt. Check us out on YouTube at Rexy45. Check us out on Instagram.
Smokin' Rhymes.
Smokin' Rhymes. Where else are we? We're on Amazon. We're on Spotify.
We on the moon.
Exactly.
We on Mars.
iHeart Radio. Definitely keep it locked. Friend us, subscribe. How can they find you this week, man?
I don't want to be found this week. Try to find me next week.
Try to find them next week. No doubt. Peace.
Don't let this game get the best of you. School of hard knocks and they testing you. They don't want these problems, I don't expect them to. Beef and Brock, I turn to vegetables.
See what's going on out there? What you gonna do? Are y'all people ready? Who you gonna look at?
Down in Washington, you got politician. Liquor vision, say no ambition. Government should be separated from religion. Careful what you're watching on your television. Money is the most, and it make the